This is my first time ever going live on this app in a long time. Yeah, YouTube. I like, I think what YouTube need to do, I think they need to like change. They can they can change it up, but don't change one and take one away. If you put them all, I believe once you put something new out there, leave the old out there to give people the option whether they want to. Because you have some people like me. When I started doing, I didn't start creating content until back in 2013. That's when I actually started because I did not know how to use this thing, and I've been doing videos ever since. So what I think what YouTube should do, instead of just like it's like they can change it, but don't take away stuff. Like if you have the old, and like they'll say things like Google Hangouts will no longer exist. It will be going down, and so. There will be no more Google. No, I don't think they should. No, you shouldn't do that. You should put all the just like on the app in the Play App Store. Give people the options. I think what they need to do is let people change up and put whatever. Give people the control is to decorate their channel with the old Google Plus. If they want the old version, they can download the old version. Don't just take it away and then they can't go back and do it. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think they should be doing. You see what I'm saying? Because we have not had a voice for over like 50 years ago. There was no such thing as no voice. I mean, definitely. I'm gonna say what? It's 2000 and what? 19? Back in 2000, the beginning of 2000, in the early 2000s, there was no such thing as this. There was no such thing as cell phone. There was no such thing as filming. Why would you take something like that away? Because see, we as a people of color, and this is the reason why we speak out the way that we do. We say what we want. We say the things that we say. Of course, a lot of the people may not like what we as a people of color saying, but what we're saying is true. And then they want to come on here and ban you for speaking truth. That's their way of trying to ban you. You see what I'm saying? They shouldn't do that. That's wrong. Because think about it. The only voice that was around, and we as a people of color did not have a voice to anything. So the so-called white man and all of them, they really need to understand that. We as a people of color we don't even know what justice is. We ain't never got none. We will never, we don't even look for none. Ever since we've been over here in Babylon, and I call it Babylon because that's what the Bible calls it, Babylon. America, the Bible calls America a Babylon. That's what he calls it. And he said Babylon is going to be burnt up. Yeah. Because he says that habitation of devils and stuff. So my question to this here is, why would they take away your voice? That's what's wrong now. They're trying to stop, or they want to stop the freedom of speech. Why would you stop? I mean, the enemy is the devil is in the so-called white man, is to do that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? That's why you can't trust a lot of the so-called white. I don't talk to them at all, me. I don't waste time talking to them at all. The damage that your ancestors done to my people, the damage that you are continuing to do, and you're repeating the patterns of your ancestors. The Most High said, never trust your enemy. Let me show you something, man. Since I'm on a topic like this, let me show you a topic. let me go to Ecclesiastes 7:7. And I want to show y'all how I feel every single day. I want to show y'all how I feel, what I feel, and why I feel the way that I feel. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. And every white person, they you know what I mean? Because they think, and then they'll tell you to forget the past. There are so many examples in here. And then when I go to talking about it, that's what really bothers me. When you telling people about, see, that's another thing that white folks did. They ancestors did, and they repeated the pattern. It's no different from the time of Emmett Till. I know I'm all over the place right now, but it's no different from Emmett Till. It really is not. It's just we just in modern day Emmett Till. We are in modern day Emmett Till. We are in modern day Malcolm X. We are in modern day. Malcolm X is not here, but we are still living in modern day Malcolm X. We are still living in a time where the so-called white man, when we was born to America, see, what people don't understand, what we're called the Negroes, and they gave us the guts to eat. That the guts was a symbolizing of the leftovers that we get, and we still in modern day slavery, Babylon, eating modern day guts. A lot of our people still eating these modern day guts. It's no different. It's just being done in a different way. That's the only difference. But it ain't changed. The spirit have not changed in the so-called white people today. The same spirit that was up on their ancestors that are dead right now, that did all the damage and evil. Because you have to remember, the so-called white man, they are the product of what their ancestors have done. You see what I'm saying? And for some reason, they want to turn around and pull the race card and say we're racist for talking about all this stuff. But they are the ones that are racist. They done did more rape, robbery, and murder, and did all of that. And for some reason, when you stand on camera and you call this out, then they think something wrong. It's like, then they try to reuse verse psychology. That's why I don't spend no time talking to them, because the Most High said, never trust your enemy. Look what the Bible says right here in Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 6. No, wait a minute. Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression will make a wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart. I got to understand more what that gift destroyed heart is. But there is a scripture. It talks about knowledge of food. Wisdom. I had given my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief. For in wisdom is much grief. And he that increases in knowledge increases sorrow. I think it is talked about much studying is the weirdness of the flesh. I don't know if it's here or in Proverbs. I think it's in either Ecclesiastes or Proverbs. Yeah. Much studying is the weirdness of the flesh. That means that when you study, it's weird. It's weird to the natural mind. The natural mind can't handle nothing like that. So when you have knowledge in you, that's what happens. You see what I'm saying? Let me show y'all something where a lot of people say, no, I'll tell you what, I'll save it for later. But people, like I said, taking away somebody's voice, that is demonic. It is. That's like trying to destroy your freedom of speech. So I'm up out of here, y'all. And I'm going to see y'all later. It's 2:11 a.m. in the morning. Peace and love to my people out in the next live. Peace.